Today, in this video, we are going to explore Europe. Europe is the third largest continent in the world by population, and it's the sixth largest on the list by area. Spanning around 3.8 million square miles, Europe is the most visited place in the world. And the reason for that are not few. Europe has wide variety of tourist attractions that a year would not be enough to see and experience everything that it has to offer. So, I have collected a few of best places in Europe and I'll be showing you these one by one. First, France. France is not only about Eiffel Tower, museums and wines. In fact, it is the world's most visited country. For more than a decade now, the country has lured the highest number of visitors, more than any other European or world country. France is well known for numerous splendid and enormous palaces, castles, and cathedrals all across the country. The Palace of Versailles is one of the most famous example of that. Medieval villages like pierogies, snowy mountains, beautiful beaches, and enormous outdoor markets have made every traveler to place France in their must-visited list. Let's move to our next destination, that is Spain. And Spain is located on the Iberian Peninsula, and it is the most secondly visited country in Europe. Around 81.8 million travelers stepped in Spain in 2017 alone, and 5 million more than in the previous year. Spain has 47 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, numerous beaches on the Atlantic and Mediterranean region. Apart from that, we have numerous festivals that bring together people from all across the world. Many has compared the coastal part of Spain with tropical islands, thus making it one of the most beautiful places on earth. Let's move to our third destination, that is Italy. Italy is the home to some of the most famous buildings in the world, like the Colosseum and the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Italy is the third most visited country in the old continent of Europe. A number of 52.4 million visitors entered the country in 2016. Home to numerous castles, vineyards, beaches, the country is also known for its influential art, architecture, and culture. The Vatican Museum, located in the heart of Rome, are another attraction for many. Rome itself is the third most visited city in the Europe after Paris and London. Let's move towards United Kingdom. The modern era Kingdom of Great Britain and the Northern Ireland consist of four constituent countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The country has played a very important role throughout the history of Europe and the world. Castles, palaces, churches, and the other buildings constructed in different period of history, stand still and attracts millions of visitors annually. Among the most visited are the Roman Bath, the Georgian city of Bath, Buckingham Palace, the cathedrals, and the Warwick Castle. Places makes UK a very unique country. Let's move towards our next destination of today, which will be Turkey. Turkey is the fifth most visited country of Europe. Istanbul is probably the dream of every traveler. The meeting point of the Occidental and Oriental culture, Istanbul was established in 660 BCE and was known for Constantinople before the Ottoman conquered the city. No traveler to Turkey will skip Istanbul. The city has a unique mixture of Byzantine and the Ottoman architecture, tasty Middle Eastern food, a nice weather, and a lots of cats and dogs freely wandering across this city. Makes it a more beautiful place to visit. Let's move towards Germany. One of the strongest economy in the world, has a very strong tourism industry as well. A good share of German budget comes from tourism. Visitors hardly travel across Europe without stopping in Germany. Germany shares its border with Denmark, Poland, Austria, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and even with Netherlands. Travelers to any of these countries can easily access Germany by a train or a plane. Germany has a lot to offer to curious travelers. The kind of festivals that are there in Germany is uncomparable to any other place in the world. If you travel to Germany at the right time, you may experience events like Oktoberfest. Let's move towards the last but not the least destination of today, that is Russia. It's the biggest country in the world and the ninth most visited in the European continent. The number of visitors are very high because there is a lot to explore and see in Russia. The Saint Basil's Cathedral looks as it has gotten straight out of a fairy tale. The Hermitage Museum and the Kremlin also look like a fairy tale-ish monuments. Buildings from the Imperial Russia, like the Bolshoi Theater, Kazan Cathedral, and the Singer House, are stunning as well. There are a lot of natural wonders like the Lake Baikal, Shizi Island, Valley of Geyser, Mount Elbrus. Russian sky resorts are very popular and famous among the traveling people. These are the few places that one can visit in Europe.